Good afternoon, guys. Today I'm going to be talking about the cycle of anxiety. So, how anxiety is perpetuated and reinforced and grows over time versus how it can be extinguished using exposure. So, I'm going to give you an example. Let's say I have social anxiety. And one of the worst things I could possibly imagine is going to a big party. And so let's say I have a friend who sends me a text message inviting me to a party next week. So I might feel anxious at a level of, let's say, 4 out of 10, right? It's a week away. It's not super imminent, so I have some time to plan for it, some time to think about it, some time to get out of it. And so I feel somewhat anxious. And probably as the week progresses and it gets a little closer, I might start to feel a little more anxious. And so let's say it's the night of the party and my anxiety has crept up to maybe a 6 out of 10. But my friend's on her way. She's going to drive us to the party. And at this point, I might be thinking about, man, I wonder if I could bail. Maybe I could say that I'm sick or, what if I just don't show up? How can I get out of this? But let's say my friend convinces me to go. And so we're in the car on the way to the party. And at this point, my anxiety might be creeping up to a 6.5, to a 7, to an 7.5, to an 8. And let's say we get to the party, we pull up, I see a crowd of people at the front door, and my anxiety spikes to like a 9.5 out of 10. So let's say that I succumb to my anxiety and I think, man, I really can't handle this. I just really have to go home. That would be considered avoidance. So I'm avoiding the fear-producing stimulus. So let's say I say, listen, friend, you can go, but I just can't do it. I'm going to have to go home. And she says, okay, that's understandable. And let's say I call an Uber. So I press submit on my Uber, and I might feel my anxiety goes from a 9.5 to a 7, right? Because I know that I don't have to go. The Uber's on the way. Uber shows up. My anxiety goes down to maybe a 6. I get home and my anxiety is back to a 2, right? I'm feeling calm. I'm thinking, thank God I didn't go. So the part of my brain that's designed to interpret danger and threats likes to draw causation. So it's going to say, you feel calm now because you avoided that party, right? When in reality, even if I had gone through with the party and, gotten through it, stayed for a couple hours and then came home, I would still be feeling calm. And at that point, my brain might be saying, you feel calm because you did so well at the party. You got through it. You came home. You're feeling good. You're feeling calm again. You feel capable, like you can do it. And so regardless of if you avoid or expose yourself, you're gonna eventually feel calm. The problem is that when we avoid, our brain says, yes, good job avoiding. You feel calm because you avoided that. And it reinforces and strengthens the need to avoid in the future. So this is why exposure is so important, because exposure does the opposite. It unravels that association between that feared stimulus, the party, and the anxiety. So try to expose yourself to what's causing you fear or anxiety. I promise it will be helpful over time. And therapy can really be an important part in helping to support these kinds of exposures and this kind of work. So I love getting your DM. Send me a DM if you can relate to this, if you want to see more. Thanks.